Fellow Ghanaians, we have good reason to choose as our theme and to celebrate our democracy, our pride, at this 67th anniversary of our independence. We are a democratic nation, and not every country can make such a claim. It is important to note that the democratic system of government we have today was not given to us at independence. More than 100 years of British rule have not prepared us in any way for democracy. There is nothing democratic about colonial rule, and whatever we have today, we have worked out for ourselves. All the defining elements of a democracy that are part of our governance architecture today, we have had to fabricate ourselves. Everything we know about elections today, and we know quite a bit, we have learned through hard practice, and in the past 31 years, we have been stable. We've not got a perfect system, but every time we've had elections during this Fourth Republic, it has been an improvement on the previous occasion. We have still a lot more to learn, especially when it comes to the tolerance of opposing views.
On the economy, President Akufo-Addo is optimistic.
Ivorian President Alassane Ouattara has expressed admiration for Ghana's role in leading African countries towards independence. Well, he made these remarks at an event commemorating Ghana's 67th Independence Day in Koforidua in the Eastern region.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I respectfully invite the special guest of honor, the President of La Côte d'Ivoire, His Excellency Alassane Ouattara, to deliver his remarks.
Your Excellency President Nana Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, First Lady, Vice President and Madam, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Well, before anything, I'd like to say what a beautiful celebration. Bravo to all the Ghanaian people. President Nana, thank you for inviting me as a guest of honor to celebrate the 67th anniversary of independence of your great and beautiful country. On this special occasion, very solemn occasion, I bring greetings and congratulations from the people of Côte d'Ivoire, who are your brothers and sisters. I must say that it's a great pleasure for me to be here today with you and the great people of Ghana to experience once more the legendary hospitality of Ghana. Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire are bound not only by geography, but also by history, friendship, and culture. It's a great joy. It's a great joy for me to stand here, my dear friend, my brother Nana, to celebrate Ghana and the citizens of this beautiful and wonderful country, who since 1957 have shown the way to independence, dignity, and pride. Congratulations for the parade. It was indeed beautiful and outstanding. Excellency, dear Nana, my dear friend and brother, I'd like to use this opportunity to commend you for the leadership and the many achievements in Ghana, despite the adverse challenges at the global level with COVID, the war on Ukraine, and obviously in Gaza and Palestine. I would like to thank you for your commitment to regional economic integration as shown during your tenure as President of ECOWAS. Yes, you did an exceptional job, an outstanding job, and as the other head of state, no, I did not want you to leave. I thought you should continue for many, many years. I also want to thank Ghana for your contribution to the success of the 34th AFCON, which took place in Côte d'Ivoire from January 13 to February 11 of this year. Yesterday, the match between ASEC Mimosa and Asante Kotoko was another celebration of the friendship and solidarity between Côte d'Ivoire and Ghana. But obviously, since Côte d'Ivoire is the champion of AFCON, ASEC was the winner of the championship, but we remain friends. Congratulations to the two teams. Thank you very much again for your invitation, my dear friend. Happy Independence Day to you, to all the people, the brotherly people of Ghana. Thank you again.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Ghana's President Nana Akufo-Addo has expressed confidence that the 2023 African Games will be a success, well, similar to the 2023 Cup of Nations held in Ivory Coast. While Ghana is hosting 53 African countries participating in 29 disciplines at various venues across the country.
And we shall be playing host to 53 African nations that will participate in the Games. We've gone to a lot of trouble and expense to be able to stage the Games, and we're expecting them to be successful. I'm looking at our guest of honor, President Alassane Ouattara, and I wonder if I should draw some parallels. He has also just staged the AFCON 2023, which was postponed to 2024 instead of the scheduled 2023. The Games here too should have been held in 2023, but were postponed to 2024. Football tends to attract more attention, and therefore the AFCON in Côte d'Ivoire dominated the headlines for the 1 month it took place. The Ivorian national team, their elephants, defied all odds and won the competition. I am not promising a Ghana clean sweep of track and field. That would be a miracle. But I'm promising a happy and exciting month for all our visitors. We in Ghana know how to set the lead. We did it in 1957 when we were the first African nation in sub-Saharan Africa to gain independence from colonial bondage. We have got other firsts with doubtful boasts, but we have always managed to get out of difficult situations with amazing grace. We owe it to ourselves and to the rest of Africa to be that shining black star. We owe it to ourselves and to the rest of Africa to continue to have a democracy of which we can be proud. and we owe it to ourselves and to the rest of Africa.
Democratic Congress, the NDC, found themselves in a confrontation with personnel from the Ghana Armed Forces while in en route to the National Cathedral site. All this comes on the back of an earlier announcement by the government that a project will be commissioned on March 6, 2024.
What else got?
It doesn't matter. What no? Inside. It's okay. Hold on. It is not safe for you and I to why? The contractor is not on site, as you said. Yes. Today is a holiday. Yes. Nobody is on site. Yes. You are an MP. You work every day. The contractor doesn't work every day. So we just want today is a holiday. We just want to see what our constituents who we represent. Their monies have been sunk in here. We want to see the value of work that is done. Come on, you get engagement there. Except you are going to open fire on us as members of parliament. If your instructions, you are coming to hold. If your instructions except your instructions are to open fire on us. And we are going to stand in front of the place. It's a public road, please. You have no instructions to stop MPs from doing their job. Ordinary day. I mean, you know we can search it for but it's not allowed to use this. You know that. It's contained in parliament. We are searching for content of parliament. We are not going to the entrance. We are going to the entrance. We are going to the I get your instructions. Your instructions are that we should not enter the site. We are standing at the entrance. We are not entering. Let's come back. In the name of Akufo-Addo, Bawumia and Ken Ofori-Atta. In the name of Akufo-Addo, Mahmoud Bawumia and Ken Ofori-Atta, commission this expensive hole in the world.
Extension of time claims, standing time claims, abortive and reworks costs.
Now let's do stories on the elections where there will be no introduction of a new CI to guide the upcoming general elections in December 2024. Well, this was a consensus reached by the Electoral Commission and political parties earlier at the Inter-Party Advisory Committee meeting. Well, meanwhile, the PNC has revealed that the EC has apologized to the parties for publishing the election calendar before consulting the various political parties.
Declarative statements about issues that we've been haggling over for some time. Some of them had been heard, but officially she placed before all the political parties present that in 2024 elections, indelible ink will be used. One. She further stated that ahead of the election, the registration that we are going to have, the guarantor system will stay, because that has been a concern that we had been raising, and we had always used evidence, their own evidence, that the 2023 limited registration, over 60% of the registrants registered through the guarantor system and not by using either a passport or the Ghana card. Therefore, if within a short period of less than 1 year, the EC was going to jettison the guarantor system through a new CI, it would have meant that the EC was going to disenfranchise a lot of Ghanaians. The EC chair was very clear, without ambiguity, that the guarantor system will remain in the limited registration that we are going to have. You also recall that during the 2023 limited registration, we had a situation where the registration took place only in district offices. If you came to this place where we are, the very grounds that we are, the place was congested, extremely congested. They have agreed that they will expand the registration beyond the district offices, but they will do that in electoral areas that have difficult to reach.
Meanwhile, the New Patriotic Party's Director of Elections, Evans Nimako, says the party will not countenance to any attempt to abuse the use of the guarantor system.
CI is what is going to be used. That means that indelible ink will be used. The date for the elections remains 7 December. There's going to be registration exercise for 21 days. In May, there will be guarantor system. What the MPP will not support is for stakeholders to guarantee for minors and non-citizens to be on the electoral roll. It is the reason why the New Patriotic Party was in full support of a new CI that will ensure that it is the Ghana card that will be used. That notwithstanding, we will go along with what exists and make sure that the right things are done. I think as parties, we've had successful deliberation at this meeting, and we'll see to its fruitful implementation. Yes.
Would you say generally you are satisfied with the engagement with the EC?
Yes, we said that with respect to the registration that is to come in May, the EC said it will be at the district offices for 21 days. The EC has also agreed that they will make available some mobile registration teams so that very difficult areas will be assessed for our brothers and sisters who will have to register to be on the ballot. They are anticipating a certain number of about 600,000 to be on the electoral roll. And so we will be eyeing those indicators and make sure that we will have a very successful exercise. And for us to have a very peaceful general elections come December. For us, we know very well that our candidate, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, has done so much. There's so much of support for him across the country, and so we know we are winning the election. So we will do everything it takes for Ghana to have a very smooth and successful election.
And Parliament suspended sitting following the deaths of Member of Parliament for Ejiso and the Deputy Finance Minister, Dr. John Kuma. Well, the legislator is reported to have passed away in the early hours of Thursday, March 7, 2024. He is reported to have died after a short illness. Well, when the news of his death reached the House, the Speaker of Parliament, Awan Bagbin, asked that the House take a 10-minute break. However, when the legislator took up to contribute to the debate, he requested that the House to be adjourned because the MPs did not seem to be in the right frame to debate on the matter. The Speaker then adjourned the proceedings to Friday, March 8, 2024.
Honourable members, sitting is accordingly suspended.
South Central Tonga MP Alexander Roosevelt has commented on the death of the Honorable John Kuma, saying that we've lost a very good friend.
It is a very bad story. As you can see from my look, you see that it's something that has had hit all of us. Nobody thought that a young man of 45 could just pass on like that. John was a very good friend, I know, to both sides, everybody. He was very nice to all of us. I quite remember one day we were coming out of the chamber and he said, my friend, my brother, you don't pay us a visit, why? Then I said, oh, John, I'll find time to come, but I have to book appointments. So no. As for you, don't need an appointment to come to my place. And we just shared and we all laughed off before we parted. John was a very nice guy. John, very cool and collected. He was always beaming with laughter. John was always receptive. He was not too partisan, very much accommodating, and I feel that we've lost a very good friend of ours. That is why you see that the moment the news came out, each and every one was virtually down. You saw me pass as if I am the bereaved. Indeed, I am a bereaved because he's a member of parliament. He was a member of parliament, so, but his death is a blow.
How is this affecting business in the house?
Oh, you know, the speaker had to suspend sitting for some few minutes. He came back to adjourn the house. It's because of the kind of person who is passing on.
And the National Democratic Congress has announced Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman as a running mate for John Dramani Mahama in the upcoming 2024 general elections. Well, in a press release dated Thursday, March 7, and signed by the General Secretary Fifi Korte, the party highlighted why they chose her.
I'm happy to inform you that the two meetings went very successfully. The Council of Elders meeting went very well, followed by the NEC meeting, at which, at the end of the conversation, the floor bearer's choice was made known to the national executives of the party. And he communicated to us that he was very much satisfied with the running mate that he went into battle with in the year 2020. And therefore, the nomination, the name for the running mate, as you know already, is Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. She will be the running mate for the NDC come December 7, 2024.
World Bank Group has indicated that it cannot comment on the anti-LGBTQ+ bill passed by Parliament and are waiting for presidential assent. Well, the email was sent after the Finance Ministry advised President Akufo-Addo not to assent to the bill, else Ghana could lose about $3 billion in funding from the World Bank.
Suffice it to say that I have learned that today a challenge has been mounted at the Supreme Court by a concerned citizen to the constitutionality of the proposed legislation. In the circumstances, it would be as well for all of us to hold our hands and await the decision of the
Now let's do some international news where heavily armed